Are you looking for a walkable neighborhood near downtown Louisville, Kentucky? Would you be interested in living near great restaurants and bars? If so, this video is for you. In today's video, we're going to be talking about one of Louisville's best urban neighborhoods. I'm going to tell you the 3 things you need to know about the Germantown neighborhood in Louisville, Kentucky. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie Skeen. I'm a local realtor here in Louisville, Kentucky. And on my channel, we talk about all things related to moving to and living in Louisville, Kentucky. So if that's information you need, then make sure to subscribe to my channel so you'll be notified every Friday when I have a new video come out and you can check it out. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Germantown neighborhood in Louisville, Kentucky. So let's jump right in. Germantown is located 3 miles south of downtown Louisville, Kentucky. It has specific boundaries, but it's also a general term that refers to the area starting in the original Highlands, spanning through Germantown, Schnitzelburg, and then over to the St. Joseph area. So it's kind of this broader area that we refer to as Germantown. It's one of Louisville's oldest neighborhoods. So it actually was established back in the mid 1800s when a large group of German immigrants came into the country and established their neighborhood here in Louisville, Kentucky. So it's been around for a long time and it's really rich in history and tradition. Germantown is our city's largest area of shotgun and camelback style houses. So if you're not sure what that was, and I actually didn't know what a shotgun style house was when I moved to Louisville, Kentucky 12 years ago, you'll want to make sure to stick around because I'm going to explain it to you later on in this video. The first thing you'll need to know about Germantown is that it's actually going through a bit of a transition. Now, I talked about its rich history, which is absolutely true, but what's happening is we're getting this mix of old and new. We've had some residents in Germantown that have lived in their house for many years. Maybe they've even had it passed down from their parents or grandparents, that it's just this rich family heritage of these German immigrants living there. But we also have a lot of young professionals and millennials moving into this neighborhood as well. So it's this mix of old and new. The area has done a great job of maintaining its cultural heritage and history, but also being open to these new kind of hip urban restaurants and bars as well. Niche.com has actually ranked the Germantown neighborhood the 4th best neighborhood for young professionals to live in Louisville, Kentucky. It's ranked behind some of the areas of the Highlands. Now, the Highlands is a great place for young people to live too, but it's a little bit harder to buy a house because the houses have a higher price point. So if you're just starting out and you are a young professional and you're maybe not ready for that budget of the Highlands, I think Germantown would be a great option for you to consider. As of July 2022, the median sales price of a house in Germantown sits right at $260,000. So it is going to be a more affordable price point for those young professionals wanting to move in. And according to Niche.com, Germantown is actually the 9th best neighborhood in Louisville to buy a house in. One of the interesting things about Germantown is that you'll see a lot of urban homesteading. So if this is your jam, if you want to have a garden and maybe a beehive and some chickens, you're into natural, organic, local kind of resourcing for your food, then that is definitely kind of the flair of Germantown. There's a lot of backyard gardens that you'll see and you'll hear chickens barking as you're walking down the streets. But I really like that about Germantown. It's fun to have friends in Germantown because you can go get eggs from them from their chickens. The second thing that you need to know is there's a lot of local eateries and bars. It's not uncommon to hear people say that there's a dive bar on every corner in Germantown, and it kind of is true. There is a grocery store called Kroger located right on Goss Avenue, which is right in the center of the area that we're talking about. So if you kind of live surrounding there, you'll have a lot of people walking down to Kroger for their groceries, which is very convenient. And then, of course, we have so many restaurants and bars. Now, I kind of consider myself a bit of a foodie. My family loves to go out to eat. My husband and I love to go out to eat. So I have to tell you about my favorite Germantown restaurants in this video for sure. The first one that I want to tell you about is the Post Pizza. It's located just down the street from that Kroger on Goss Avenue. And they just have a really great New York style pizza. They have great beer there, actually a really good salad. So you can buy full pizzas or you can just buy by the slice. My son gets just a slice of pepperoni pizza and it is bigger than his head. It's a really generous size slice, really delicious pizza. Right down the street from the Post is Four Pegs. It's been around for quite some time. It has indoor and outdoor patio seating. It has more bar food. They have these dry rubbed wings that I would really recommend. There's a really great community atmosphere at Four Pegs. A lot of people coming after work for happy hour and just a place to hang out. If we move more over into the Schnitzelburg area, there's two places that I want to mention to you over there. The first is Monic. Now has a real cool vibe. It has indoor seating, outdoor patio seating as well, but it has more of an elevated foodie kind of a feel to it. They have a Brussels sprout salad that is just absolutely delicious. So please try that if you go there. Even if you hate Brussels sprouts, I mean, who knew that Brussels sprouts could taste good, but they actually really do taste good in this Brussels sprout salad. So they have a lot of craft beers. They have beer flights that you can try. So it is a fun place to go and just try out different foods and different beers. It's more of like that hip kind of, when I go, I feel real cool going to the hip eatery at Monic. But across the street from that is Check's Cafe. Now, Check's Cafe this is a perfect example right across the street from each other of kind of the old and new. Check's Cafe has been around since the 40s. It's been a neighborhood local favorite bar for years and years and years, known for its German food and then also classic American food as well. You'll see a lot of kind of like the old timer Germantown residents hitting up Check's Cafe. Now, if you're looking for a nightlife, be sure to check out Zanzibar. Honestly, the fun that happens there is way too late at night for me. I'm usually sleeping at that time. But if you're looking for live music, if you're looking for that nightlife bar type atmosphere, Zanzibar is a place that you'll definitely want to check out. Now, just down the street from Zanzibar is Nord's Bakery. Now, this is a place I really do like to recommend for people. It has been around for over 70 years in Louisville, owned by one family, but then recently sold over the last few years. They have absolutely delicious donuts, cakes, confections, cookies, all these different things. There is kind of a unique donut there. It's the maple bacon donut. So if you stop by there, you definitely might want to try out that donut that has bacon on it. So it's really delicious. And then lastly, if you're looking for some coffee, be sure to check out the Bean or Full Stop Station. Full Stop Station is kind of fun because it's an old gas station that's been converted into a coffee shop, and they have like some snacks and pastries and stuff like that. My family actually goes to church down the street from there, and so sometimes we'll stop after church and get a cup of coffee or a little snack or something like that. So it has indoor and outdoor seating as well. It's a fun place to hang out if you're doing work or just meeting a friend, that kind of a place. The third thing you need to know about Germantown is that it is one of the largest collections of shotgun-style houses and camelback-style houses, not only in our city, but actually in the US. So this neighborhood has done a really good job of preserving these homes, maintaining them, and then a lot of them are, currently being renovated. You'll see a lot of houses that are old and then a lot of houses that are updated, and it's kind of turning over in that sense. So what in the world is a shotgun style house? The $1 million question that everybody's been wondering. Well, if you don't know, I'm going to read to you straight the definition from Wikipedia so we're completely clear on what it is. A shotgun house is a narrow rectangular domestic residence, usually no more than about 12 feet wide, with rooms arranged one behind the other and doors at each end of the house. It was the most popular style of house in the southern United States from the end of the American Civil War through the 1920s. So what does this actually look like in real life? Well, I'm going to try to explain it to you and throw up a floor plan for you so you can kind of visualize the bird's eye view of what a shotgun style house is all about. But you have this small front porch and door at the front, and it's just a long rectangle straight to the back. The lots in Germantown are very narrow and skinny, but typically there's no center hall. It's just going from room to room to room. So when I first moved to Louisville, Kentucky 12 years ago, I was interested in living in this area, and we saw so many shotgun style houses, but the layout was it was hard for me. It was kind of confusing. I was used to more of a traditional layout with hallways leading to different rooms. But you might enter into the living room and then go from the living room through a door into a bedroom and then into the kitchen. And it's just one room after the next, interconnected by doors. So you'll see it a lot of different ways, but that is pretty typical. Now, with a lot of the renovating that's being done, they are trying to make a little bit more sense of the floor plan. So you'll see some renovations where they do have a center hall and the rooms are all off of the center hall. Another way that they're doing it is when you walk in the front door, they're trying to have more of like an open concept living, dining, kitchen, and then more in the back of the home, you'll see some of the bedrooms and bathrooms and things like that. So they've gotten really creative with the renovations. Some of them are really beautiful and have done a nice job. That's one thing you need to know. If you're going to buy a house in Germantown, you're going to have to learn how to work with that type of floor plan. Now later on, after they started building these shotgun style houses, a new style evolved called the camelback house. The camelback house is where in the back part of the shotgun rectangle, they've added a second story. So I guess it's supposed to look like a camelback. I actually accidentally call it a hunchback all the time. For some reason, I think it looks like a hunchback house. So forgive me if I show you a house and call it a hunchback house, but it is called a camelback house, and it's just where it has that second story on the back. The purpose of that was just to expand the square footage of the home. If you're interested in more information about shotgun style homes, reach out. I would love to set up a showing for you to see one, or even we can do like a video FaceTime tour. If shotgun style houses in Germantown doesn't seem like the neighborhood for you, you're gonna wanna check out one of my other videos, like the video about Audubon Park, Kentucky. So make sure to check that out. And lastly, please, please, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get up to 100 subscribers. So could you help me by subscribing and liking this video? That way you'll know when I have new videos coming out every week on Friday. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.